个杯子假如有缺口，那台湾人讲啊，扣角啊啦，扣角就是欠角的意思哈。那个人扣角拢不要用它，也不要理它，安尼对不对啊？因为呢，这一个杯子啊还可以用啊，扣角的呢，我们就不要用它。同样一个杯子啊，你偏要用那种的缺角的，你的嘴巴就会容易被割破掉。所以我们呢要给它洗过啦吼，在那个圆的啊，这块凹啊也可会用的嘛吼。所以我们应该呢要看圆的啊，不要那一种一直呢点它那一滴滴一点点的缺啊。假如人人都不看人家的圆啊，只要去看那一个缺角，其实呢这个缺角是占满了自己的心哦，自己的心呢坑坑洞洞都是缺角，那实在是很辛苦啊。人生啊，什么样的生活才是有幸福的生活啊？因为呢，生命啊有顺逆悲欢的环境，人人能很顺吗？难说啊。这就是要看看每一个人呢抱着什么样的心态啊，不同的环境，不同的角度，不同的心境啊，去感受呢在那样的环境中如何生活。所以啊，人生假如呢能转一个观念，低福啦、小福啦，会晓满足啦，每天都是真快乐啦。这种的心胸假如打开了，那就是开心欢喜。
从正面角度看事情，会使态度转为乐观积极，看人也应是如此。
只是有的时候为了一点点的事情，那就彼此呢挖哪里的缺，这实在是很不好。我们假如呢能去补别人的缺，这互补，能这样子呢，这个人生不都是很美满吗？所以我常常说，缺角的不看，都是圆的哈。缺角的咱莫甲看，都是规个拢圆的嘛哈。所以有一次啊，我在台北啊，他们呢倒茶要出来给我哈，端了茶出来，啊来到我的面前，啊手拄要甲接的时候，他又甲袄啊关咧摕掉，讲啊为什么你不是要给我茶吗？他说很对不起，我现在才发现。我说你发现什么？杯子有一点点的缺角。我看我这个讲哪有啊？我这一个缺我没有看到啊，我看到的是圆的。所以呢，那静思语里面不是有一句说缺角不看就是圆的，这也是有典故啊哈。这人也是一样啊，缺点的不看，我们都是圆满的。
My name used to be the most difficult word for me to say. Growing up with a severe stutter, I hated that I was unable to say the words to express my thoughts, feelings, and emotions. once at a party as a teenager, I meet this girl and we hit it off. We start holding hands, and then she asks me, "What is your name?" So I reply with, "Shh." And as I am struggling to tell her who I am, she lets my hand go and walks away. Well, was it something I didn't say? This basic act of speaking that everyone else did so effortlessly was mission impossible to me. I had enough. Something had to change. First, I learned a breathing technique to control my stutter. Then I joined Toastmasters to overcome the fear of public speaking. And trust me, it was terrifying at first. Then I even started doing stand-up comedy, because why stop there? Adversity is defined as misfortune, but when I reflect on my journey, it becomes clear that my stutter has been the main drive behind this burning desire to destroy my fears. What was initially a misfortune proved to be a hidden fortune. Not only can your adversity be overcome, but it is also the source of so many positives that define who you are as a person. Stuttering remains a daily challenge for me. But every time that I speak, I focus, take a deep breath, and walk through the fire. To speak or not to speak, now I choose to speak.
I'm worried really about how much fuzzy thinking is going on in the world. People just not thinking straight. Consider this following example. Imagine you have a spelling bee. This is contrived, but it makes the point. There's a spelling bee, and you have to spell the word cat. Okay. So one student spells it C-A-T. Person got it right. The next person spells it K-A-T. That's wrong. You got that wrong. Okay? Third person spells it X-Q-W. Do you realize that is marked equally as wrong? with the K-A-T? When you could argue that K-A-T is a better spelling for cat than C-A-T. Dictionaries know this because that's how they spell it phonetically. And so we've built a system for ourselves where there's an answer and everything else is not the answer, even when some answers are better than others. So our brains are absent the wiring capable of coming up with an original thought. If you're an employer and two candidates come up looking for a job, and this is, again, a contrived example, and you're interviewing the two candidates, and you say, for part of this interview, I just want to ask you, what's the height of the spire on this building that we're in? And the candidate says, oh, I was an architect. I've majored in architecture for a while, and I memorized the heights of all the buildings on campus. I know the height of that spire is 150 feet. In fact, 155 feet tall. Okay, turns out that's the right answer. That's the right answer. And the person came up with it in seconds. That person goes away, the next candidate walks in. Do you know the height of the spire on this building? The candidate says, no, but I'll be right back. Person runs outside, measures the length of the shadow of that spire on the ground, measures the length of her own shadow, ratios the height to the shadows, comes up with a number. Runs back inside, it's about 150 feet. Who are you going to hire? I'm hiring the person who figured it out, even though it took that person longer, even though the person's answer is not as precise. I'm hiring that person, because that person knows how to use the mind in a way not previously engaged. You realize when you know how to think, it empowers you far beyond those who know only what to think.